Alright, hey guys, Tyzer here, and I'm here with Times Rhymes for a discussion on the absolutely fantastic announcement of Halo 5 Guardians.
Fantastic is putting it lightly. I don't know what other adjectives we could use to describe it, but it's amazing. If you're a Halo fan, right now is the best time of your life until at least E3. But
Def
yeah. So we tried this video once before, but some other news has come to light, so we want to do this again and give it a proper video. So
and also sort of collect ourselves, because like probably most Halo fans out there, we were a bit, what's the word, quite animated yesterday, and with animation comes a degree of disorganization.
disorganization and informalness, and it was a mess, but it was an awesome mess. Yeah, let's just get to it
Let's
before
get
this
to it
one.
before this starts sounding awful.
Yeah.
Um, right, so first of all, in case you missed on our reveal videos, which granted this one was a bit delayed in some ways purely because it was a weird timing for me. It was 10 in the morning and I can only upload in the evenings, and basically it was a really weird timing, especially with Bonnie undercutting whoever it was from IGN. I forget who. Like that was sly, but I loved it.
Right. Well,
But
actually, I didn't hear about that, but I don't know if you want to
yeah, no.
discuss that in it all.
Basically, what happened was because there was a bunch of IGN staff posting about 3 hours beforehand. Oh, what? Check the site at X time. It was
Hmm.
like it was like 4 p.m. some time zone, and everyone was like, "Oh, Halo news is coming! Halo news is coming!" And so it was going to be a big post on IGN and everything. And then at something like 3:59, Bonnie Ross tweeted it out and completely cockblocked them,
Nice,
for
nice,
lack of a
nice.
better term.
Well, no, actually, I think I saw that because I followed Bonnie Ross's Twitter recently. I don't know why I haven't, but it was sort of like she was like poking them a little bit, poking the
Yeah,
bear, you know.
it was a
And it,
jokey
it was
poke.
kind of funny.
They still got the exclusive, so
Yeah.
why not? I mean, that's enormous for them. But yeah, we should probably get to this. Halo
All
5
right.
Guardians is announced for fall 2015. Halo Journey on Xbox One, whatever that means, which we might get into afterwards, so keep an eye on that, is still set for 2014. Don't worry about that. And that's coming at E3 apparently. But what we're discussing today is primarily the naming and a couple of pieces of artwork that have come through.
Yeah, the main article that has everybody can refer to, and we'll put links in the description. I put a link in my reveal video, and I believe Tyzer has as well. So,
Hmm.
the main article is called "The Great Journey," released by Frankie yesterday, and in this article, it has two pieces of artwork, and he discusses a few things. The main artwork here, if you want to get to it, is this one where yesterday when we discussed this, we thought this was a more feminine character because it had a more slender tone and so on and so forth. And how this character was above Master Chief, and Master Chief is really not important in this art, you know?
Yeah.
But according to Josh Holmes, he released a tweet, and we can link that or maybe superimpose it in the video. But he said, for everyone speculating about the mysterious Spartan in Halo 5 Guardians, he is not Palmer or Cortana. He is a new character. It's a new character. So you want to get in on that?
Yeah, definitely. A couple things to consider. I think the reason why I picked up on the slender tone that just occurred to me is another thing. I'll zoom in on it. I also zoomed in on it. Meh, can't talk today. I've had a very long day at work. I'm sorry. Tongue-tied. If you zoom in on the chest, which I did also in my reveal video, there is actually a very small Oni logo. Now, Oni
Yes.
obviously is the sort of secret spy agency of humanity, and so they tend to go for sort of stealthy types of armors, which tend to be more minimalistic. So that could be the reason behind the slightly more slender tone of it.
Right.
The other thing to consider as well is he said it's a Spartan. This leads me to believe it's some kind of offshoot of the Spartans, because obviously it's a Spartan, and Josh has said it's a Spartan. But if you refer to a couple of things in Halo 4, in Spartan Ops, where Palm says, "Oh, we could run them through the war games again," that's because there's no Navy disagrees with Spartans on this one. They want you ready now. Spartans are no longer part of the Navy and Oni. The Spartans were
Exactly.
originally pioneered by Oni, and so for Oni to create a Spartan or have some kind of endorsement in this particular Spartan is strange, because it's nothing to do with Oni anymore. It's also in Halo Initiation. He says, as of today, Spartans stand on their own, not as Navy or Oni assets. So this is an asset Oni has created, I would imagine.
It's sort of leading me to wonder. People have been speculating since there's a there's a Master Chief here and this Spartan here. People have been speculating, is it going to be some kind of co-op campaign, sort of like Arby and the Chief in Halo 2, where you just switched off or something? We don't know. But seeing as how the Spartan 2s and the Spartan 3s are no longer in association with Oni or the Navy, Oni having their own sort of Spartan program is kind of sinister. It's like they want to keep track on something, you know. It's just it leads me to believe that they've known all along what was going on, and now they have their own say. They want to make a move somehow. I can't wait to play the game, which is over a year away, but
it's possible.
Go ahead.
I mean, the dual idea of the images kind of also suggests perhaps either there's this co-op campaign or there's some kind of rivalry between the two. Because it's almost like, get out of the way, Chief, I'm here now, sort of thing. The way I said before, and it seemed to fit quite nicely, if any of you have seen Iron Man 3, this new Spartan kind of rings of Iron Patriot. It's sort of undercutting what's already established as the thing, and they've gone, no, we've got our own thing, don't worry about it anymore, yours isn't important.
He's no longer the backup, he's his own thing.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I do have to admit, though, and this is kind of a mediocre point on my part, I'm sorry, but that blue visor, man, that's gorgeous. Yeah,
it really glows out, though, which is, again, strange.
It's not typical Spartan design. I don't know if it's a, I don't want to say LED, but a lit up visor, or if it's just a standard visor. But we've never seen a visor stand out this much. So what technology went into making this Spartan that's not a part of the other Spartans?
Well, one thing to consider as well is it's an Oni thing, and obviously Oni has so many Forerunner assets now. They've discovered Trevelyan, also previously known as Onyx, from Ghost of Onyx, so they've got a wealth of Forerunner technology from that. They've got all these teleports, and not teleports but like portals. They've got Forerunner ships. They've got the Huragok, the engineers. And then, of course, they've got all the technology discovered on Requiem. They've got the other Halo rings they found. I think they found Installation 3 in Halo 4, if I remember rightly. So much technology they've got. And, of course, it's actually, now I think about it, that shade of blue is, A, the same shade of blue that the Prometheans had when they were under the Librarians' control. Mm-hmm. And B, it's the same shade of blue as the Infinities, like lighting bits and the engines and all that. That was all this kind of blue, so it's almost like a Forerunner theme going on. Right.
It would be a bit naive to assume that they wouldn't integrate Forerunner technology into their own after what they've collected. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I want to see what we don't know yet, and we've discussed the battle rifle as well. You know, who knows? Because that little sight on it right there, who knows what that actually is? Some people have speculated that it's a red dot sight or something, but it could be something Forerunner or what have you.
Quite possibly.
They're from my interpretation, and I can be completely wrong because again, the game is a year away at the point we're recording this video. It's almost as though they're the technology they acquired and the technology that they're merging with, the human technology, it's almost as if Forerunner and human are becoming synonymous or the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
They're trying to make it the same thing, but that's just my interpretation.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Covenant already did that. They looked and they went, oh, Forerunner stuff, let's repurpose that. That's where the energy sword came from with all that sort of thing.
Right.
And so I can see humanity doing the same. It's already that they're almost like they're settling into being the Reclaimers, almost, kind of.
It seems like they want to get in position to take the mantle, but that's just me.
Well, Oni could be having that motive, because also a thing to consider, Halo 4 Spartan Ops, the very final section. Have you seen this, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. Very final section, Halsey obtains the one half of the Janus key. The other half is already in human possession. The second half is within Halsey's sights. That's such a key development that I think a lot of people overlook, because the Janus key, of course, you can find everything that has ever been created by the Forerunners. What Oni or any entity could do with that is phenomenal. And I think Halo 5 is going to revolve around that. Halo 4 wouldn't have spun off on such a note if that wasn't such a key element to the continuation of the story.
Right.
Another thing... Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
Now I was going to move on to naming, unless you got anything else.
Well, I think we kind of just went over it, but just the simple fact that Master Chief is on the bottom, not really prominent, and this new figure is up here. And this is, I believe this has been already, I don't know if it has, I haven't actually checked on it, but I think at this point in time it's been confirmed to be the official box art.
It has, yeah. It's on the Xbox Wire post, it's actually been pictured. They put it on themselves.
So this being the official box art and Master Chief is not prominent on it. It's really new, and it's never been done before in a Master Chief Halo game that Master Chief wasn't the prominent figure.
Yeah.
So they want you to focus on this new Spartan.
Yeah, every time Master Chief has been the sole thing on the front, and he's always been front and center, blown up huge. This time it's nothing.
Yeah, but let's get to the name, he said.
Yeah, something I actually read up which actually makes a lot of sense is the name Guardians. One of the last things LDUK says in Halo 4 is, "We are Forerunners, guardians of all that exists." A little nod to this, perhaps?
Perhaps. Again, maybe humanity, whatever faction, Oni, UNSC, what have you, they're trying to... I think more so Oni, since this new Spartan is so daunting.
Yeah.
But they're trying to take over the Forerunner position, and I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It is
to think about. The Didact is not. The Didact hates humanity. Spoiler alert: he reset humanity's evolution back to primitive stages. But if you didn't know that, and I'm assuming that the die-hard Halo fans already know that. But I definitely see what you're saying. It could be referencing the Halo 4 stuff.
It's definitely something different, and of course, the first time a Halo game was had a subtitle, a surname, it's different again.
Well, if you count the numerical entries, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Halo 1 wasn't technically titled Halo 1; it was Halo Combat Evolved. But Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo Reach weren't they were canon, but they weren't main entries into the series.
Yeah.
This is a main entry into the series.
Yeah.
You can also sorry, go ahead. Oh, well, never has a numerical main entry into the series had a Sir name, a Sir title, subtitle, whatever you want to call it, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely that they want to signify that Guardians has importance with this game.
Yeah, I mean, Halo CE, as we can actually write that off, because Bungie didn't know how huge this was going to take off, so they could just put it down as a regular game.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, we can write that off. So it's the first time it's had a subtitle or something, so that's already something pushing. It's small, but it's saying something very big.
Exactly. And this image is so beautiful, by the way, this dual Spartan image that we've been talking about, that I already have it as my desktop wallpaper.
Oh, as do I, and my phone wallpaper.
Oh yeah, the high quality 920 by 1080. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, people who certain people will know that as soon, because I was actually sat in a cafeteria where I'm studying, and I only had terrible sort of like mobile internet, and the only thing I was doing was Skyping people saying, I need a high-res picture of this. I can't get it on my phone because the filter blocks it. Somebody send me a high-res image. That was all I was bothered about, was having a high-res image I could have as my wallpaper. It was driving me insane.
That's the Halo fan for you, and we'll get into it a little bit more at the end of this video. But and we have a lot. We actually have another concept art to get to, but this whole thing has created a stir again in the Halo community, and
yes,
it's awesome to see how much attention Halo got yesterday, and will probably continue to get for the next year.
Yeah, it was like I said yesterday. It was trending as the top trend on Twitter for most of yesterday. It's not now, but it was trending, and Xbox is currently trending as about the 9th highest trend,
right?
For me at least. So you can already see that it's just huge,
right?